Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick update on my builds as I haven't been able to get any updates done for the last couple of weeks or so, mainly due to certain issues, obviously with the progress of my builds and obviously with my knee injury unfortunately, which has taken me out of action over the last week. Good news is on this front is that the swelling has completely gone down. I'm managing to put weight on it for a bit now. Admittedly it's still a little bit tender and sore, but we are getting there, and possibly I might be back at work on Monday, so that's good news. So last night was my first night back on the workbench, and so I thought, right, let's just give you guys an update as to the progress of my builds. I don't normally do this, I normally do one project at a time, but I thought, well, you haven't had a video for a while, so I thought, well, it's about time I did one, so I thought, here we go. So in terms of the Tiger, well, I got to the stage last night where basically I had to add the gun cradle. Now if you notice, the part is completely different colour to the actual kit. There's a good reason behind that. I have the one that was supplied with the kit itself was very fiddly to basically assemble, and I did have a few frustrations with it, and unfortunately in the process lost them. And one major part of the cradle unfortunately fell between the floorboard, as you see, in between my feet here. So I tried to retrieve it with a pair of tweezers, but in doing so it ended up going further under the floorboard, so bit of a disaster. Needless to say, the air was turning a bit blue. But there you go. But I thought, right, the only way I'm going to get around it and salvage this kit is basically cannibalise it from one of my others in my stash. So I've had to borrow the cradle off the Academy Normandy Tiger, which, if you remember, I recently did an inbox review on, and I'll just have to order a spare one from the agent as I'm going to get around to building that one. So that's gone on nicely. It's not quite complete because if I can get a pointer, i.e. a pencil or a pen, on the side here, basically you've got a little chain which actually went over the barrel when it was stowed away to secure it, so I've just got to put that on there, and that's that done. But I had another little bit of a disaster in the fact that when I was handling it, I ended up snapping this part of the jack off, so I've repaired that, put that back, and also another disaster. The left rear fender basically fell off, so I've had to repair that, and that's now done. And then on the side here, where you've got the tracks, I knocked a few teeth off, and this being this one, and this one. But with Dragon having plenty of spare parts in the kit, I managed to basically replace those, and I also knocked them off on the other side as well, which are these two here. So I've repaired them, so she's back to full spec, and basically I've also assembled the DS tracks, so they went together lovely with a bit of Tamiya thin, so they're all ready. And then the next thing I've got to do is just assemble the rear antennae, which goes on the radio here, and that's the build part process virtually done. And then it's just a case of basically getting some Tamiya putty, which I'm going to order in, and then fill that major gap there by the cupola, the commander's cupola, and then obviously where I've sanded it down on the loading hatch here, because the fit on these kits is not flush as it should be according to reference photos I've seen. I sanded it back a bit too much, so it's left a little bit of a gap, so I'm going to put some Tamiya putty in there and then retexture it with the Zimmerit, so that be done. She'll be primed, and then that's as far as I can go on that build for a while, because basically what I am going to solely concentrate on next, and I'm starting today, is my entry into the Battle of Britain 75th anniversary group build. the retooled 1/48 Hawk at Hurricane by Airfix. Now, I know Paul at ISM actually built one of these in a 48-hour build, and he said it's a lovely kit. They've really done well. So, also Tim at Timothy Iverts, who is on one of the Bricks of Plastic, as well as Jonathan Bellos, have both been building these. And they're doing superb jobs, and well done, guys. They really are coming on a treat. So really that inspired me to get on with this and have this as my entry, and I've been itching to get on with it, even with the frustrations of my injury. But there you go. As regards the AS90, well, she's still on hold, I'm afraid, guys. I can't do much more on her until I get the stowage set in, as you well know, and I'll be ordering that this week from Black Dog. And then once the Hurricane is done, I will concentrate back on this build and get cracking on that, and then obviously get on with the Tiger. So there you go. And if you're wondering what's going on in the background, it's Adam Mann's review of the Flak 88 from Dragon that he's doing. I love his videos because he's very precise at how he goes through the instructions and gives a good modeller's eye viewpoint of how the builds go. So I think he must be the foremost expert on Dragon kits. So hats off to you, mate. I do enjoy your videos, so great stuff. And I am following your Stug Life build, so that's going on great guns. And I have to say, I'm actually tempted to get this kit that you're reviewing right now, so I may do that later. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. So until then, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon.